Hi everyone, in this video we're taking you to Yoron Island, officially the southern tip of Kagoshima prefecture. It is a tiny paradise located just north of Okinawa, and it is home to some of the bluest waters in Japan. We came here for a very special reason, but with 2 typhoons passing around us, nothing was guaranteed during our 5-day, 4-night stay. Join us on this journey through unexpected challenges, island adventures, and the clearest blue sea we've ever seen. 今から2時間半のフライトです。To reach Yoron Island, we first took a night flight from Haneda to Naha, the main city of Okinawa mainland. ちょっと怖かったです。那覇に着きました。We arrived around 10:30 p.m. and took the Yui rail to reach our hotel, Naha West Inn, about a 9-minute walk from Asahibashi station. There's a combini right across the road and the port is just a 5-minute walk away. Super convenient. The next day, we headed to the port to take the 7 a.m. ferry. But terrible news. フェリーに乗りましたけど、もしかしてそのフェリーがヨロン島に、止まれないってことだね。
止まらないかもしれない。
Because of the approaching typhoon, the sea was rough, and the staff told us there was a chance the ferry might not be able to dock at Yoron.
鹿児島行って鹿児島から飛行機でヨロだって明日はもうフェリー全部欠航やろ。
But since there was no other option, we decided to board anyway. The ferry turned out to be much larger and more comfortable than we expected. Though it felt like being inside a fridge, so definitely bring a jacket. We spent the ride relaxing, eating some snacks and watching the ocean drift by. After a few hours at sea, the outline of Yoron Island slowly appeared on the horizon. We weren't sure we'd make it, but thankfully we arrived safely. 無事にヨロン島に着きました。First stop, lunch. これもしかしたらこの上じゃない？ We headed to a cozy little spot called Cafe Coco. The interior was cute, the atmosphere relaxing, and the food was delicious. A perfect start to our time on the island. After lunch, we weren't sure what to do next. The forecast said the weather would worsen from the next day due to typhoon number 7 approaching. So we decided to take advantage of the sunshine and head straight to Yurigahama beach, one of the places we'd been most excited to see. Located about 1.5 kilometers off the coast of Yoron, Yurigahama is a sandbar that emerges for just a few hours during low tide. To reach the sandbar, you'll need to ride a boat, but no need to book in advance. If you go down to the beach, someone will take you right away. Note, it costs about 3,500 yen per person. Since it wasn't low tide, the sandbar at Yurigahama wasn't visible, but even so, the color of the sea was absolutely breathtaking. The waves were a bit strong from the approaching typhoon, but it was still an unforgettable experience. For the night, we stayed at Suzukaze. It's about an 8-minute drive from Oganeku Beach. When we arrived, the owner welcomed us with a refreshing drink and some local passion fruit. Our room was a private cottage, spacious, comfortable, and designed so you can come straight from the beach, rinse off, and relax. Living roomもあって、Pose! Not only was the place itself beautiful, but the owner, Atsushi-san, was incredibly kind and hospitable. Wow. For dinner, we went to a local sushi restaurant called Sushi. Unfortunately, the local fish nigiri had already sold out, so we ordered the chef's choice set instead and enjoyed watching the sushi being prepared right in front of us. Sushi. everything was fresh and delicious. Then, just as we were getting ready for bed, Atsushi-san messaged us. The sky had partially cleared up, and he offered to take some photos of us under the night sky. And wow, the night sky was indeed wonderful. Thank you so much, Atsushi-san.
おはようございます。今日の天気はこんな感じです。
This day was all about heavy rain and strong winds from the typhoon, and unfortunately, the diving we had planned was cancelled. We had breakfast at our accommodation while figuring out what to do instead. We ordered a mango smoothie, an egg hot sandwich, and a thick cut sandwich. Since it was raining, Atsushi-san kindly brought everything to our room, and everything was really nice.
行ってきます。
頑張ってください。
After breakfast, we decided to check on Yurigahama.
今から海に入りたいと思います。
It was completely different from the day before. We surely didn't approach too close.
おばあちゃんがくれたよ。
北東。北東。
北東。
After that, we visited the Yoron Folk Village. It's an open-air museum that preserves and showcases the traditional lifestyle and culture of Yoron Island. At the Folk Village, you can walk through traditional red-tiled houses and see everyday tools that were once used in daily island life. There are exhibits of old household items, such as cooking stoves, sewing machines, farming tools and weaving equipment, and some of them you can even touch. What makes this place really special is that the director personally explains everything. It's a great spot for anyone who wants to learn more about Yoron's tradition and way of life. The visit ends with some tea and snacks offered by the staff. For lunch, we went to a restaurant called Misaki. We ordered mozukushi with porridge and chilled mozuku chazuke. Both were incredibly tasty.
どうですか？
おいしい。
だってしょうがない。
The kakigori, or shaved ice, there is also famous, but we decided to save that for later. We went to Kurumado and had the purple sweet potato shaved ice. They also sell souvenirs, and the lady at the shop was super sweet. After this sweet break, we visited the Southern Cross Center. It's a cultural and historical museum located on the top of Mount Kotohira, a small hill in the center of Yoron Island. The building is actually the tallest structure on the island. The museum is spread over 5 floors, with exhibits covering everything from ethnographic materials and local nature to Yoron's ancient history, traditional festivals, daily life tools, and even photo and video displays about the island's culture. At the very top, there is an observation deck with a panoramic view of the entire island. It was very enjoyable. It's a great spot for anyone who wants to learn about the island's history and culture, or when outdoor activities aren't possible. For tonight's stay, we checked into Hotel Yoron Village.
これが今日と明日のお部屋です。
The room was simple, stylish, and very comfortable. For dinner, we ate at Tara, the restaurant located within the hotel grounds. They served a course meal made with local ingredients. Everything was beautifully prepared and delicious. If you're staying at the hotel, you can let them know at check-in if you'd like dinner for about 3,000 yen per person, and it's definitely worth it.
明日、明後日晴れるようにお願いします。で、台風7号が行ったら、もう台風8号が発生しているので、27日に帰れるかどうかわからないところです。どう思いますか？
取りに行きます。ただ、めっちゃ暑い。
めっちゃ晴れてんな。
Today was the highlight of our trip. After yesterday's terrible weather, we were honestly worried about the conditions. But somehow the sky cleared and we were blessed with sunshine. And I want to take this moment in this video to thank my wife. It may not be news to everyone, but after many years of sharing our lives together, Miyuki and I finally got married. Miyuki is the one who plans our adventures, the one who constantly pushes me to explore beyond my comfort zone. Without her, I probably wouldn't have experienced those journeys, places and moments we've shared over the years. And I hope we'll go on many more adventures and build many more memories from them. We asked Tetsuya-san, a photographer born and raised on Yoron Island, to capture this special day for us. Tetsuya-san, ありがとうございました。For dinner, we went to Hyokin, a popular izakaya on Yoron Island. Where we enjoyed sashimi, moringa noodles, and other local dishes. The perfect way to end such an incredible day.
おはようございます。石垣違うユロンできっとラストデーだよね。今から朝ごはん食べに行ってシュノーケリングしてでフェリーに乗ろうと思います。じゃないと明日帰れない可能性が高いらしい。
After enjoying a delicious Japanese Thai breakfast, we joined a snorkeling tour with Storm Cruise. No, not this one, with Stormy Cruise. Our first stop was Akasaki Coral Forest. The fish there were unbelievably friendly. As soon as we got into the water, they swam right up to us. I've never seen fish so comfortable around people before. They came so close that it felt like swimming in a natural aquarium. We then returned to Oganeku Beach, where Tome-san spotted a sea turtle for us. Some turtles were quite accommodated to humans and didn't mind us at all, while others swam away quickly the moment they saw us. The encounter rate with sea turtles here is really high, so if you want to swim with them, Yoron Island is definitely the place to go. Originally, we were supposed to stay one more night on Yoron, but we received the notice that tomorrow's ferry would be cancelled because of Typhoon number 8 approaching. So we had to change our plans and take the 2 p.m. ferry back to Naha. During typhoon season, many ferries operate on conditional schedules, so there is always a chance they might not make it. But it's worth trying, and then all you can do is hope for the best. Thankfully, the ferry arrived safely, and we made our way back to Naha.
フェリー乗ってご飯をいただきます。これしかないです。
This time it wasn't as cold as on the way over, which was a pleasant surprise. We arrived in Naha around 7:30 p.m. and decided to stay again at Naha West Inn.
沖縄に無事に着きました。
まだまだ
明日は沖縄で遊ぶ予定です。元気やったら。
元気があったら。
おはようございます。沖縄で初沖縄というか本当で初お散歩だよね。
On our last day, we did a bit of sightseeing around Naha before heading home. First, we paid a visit to Nami no Uegu, a Shinto shrine located just a short walk from our hotel. Sitting atop a rocky cliff overlooking the beach, it's considered one of Naha's most important shrines.
急にめっちゃ雨が降ってきまして、もう今日は沖縄を散歩する予定だけど、ちょっと今からレンタカーに行きたいと思います。ちょっと ABC レンタカーで車を借りたけど、人多くてちょっと結構待ちますね。
30分ぐらいまたね借りるだけで。
Since Okinawa was the only place in Japan where a ground battle occurred during World War II, we took the opportunity to learn more about its history. We visited the Himeyori Tower and the Okinawa Peace Memorial Park, both offering powerful exhibits, testimonies and archives that help you understand the realities of the Battle of Okinawa. For lunch, we stopped by Cafe and Gallery Umito, a cozy spot overlooking the ocean where we enjoyed some delicious dishes. And before going to the airport, we made one final stop at Roppo, a small cafe where we tried popo, a traditional Okinawan sweet. Simple, warm and comforting, the perfect way to end our trip. And just like that, it was time to say goodbye. We hopped on a night flight back to Haneda, our heads full of sunshine, adventure and a few typhoon twists. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Ciao!